Cabbage, 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 cabbage. Wait, no, wait. Lettuce, 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 lettuce. Letters, 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 letters. Ah! For the 14th Valentine's Day of February 2021. R.A. Allen says, Dave, don't encourage living free Mikey to get another dog. Mikey can, yeah. I'm not encouraging him. I just say, it's totally up to Mike. And if he doesn't feel like he wants another dog, don't get one, all right? All I'm saying is there's always some dogs that are at the pound that, can always be rescued. And if you've got some extra dog energy in your psyche, why not put it to good use? That's all I say. CVB says, please let us know when Dave 2D goes back to comedy roasts. Until then, bye-bye. The problem that Dave 2D has is probably the same problem that I'm having here, that I had here back in October, and that is YouTube's rules have changed. They now have this content matching service that goes on where if you use even the slightest bit of somebody else's content in terms of a video clip, you can be just a couple seconds long, they can come back and whack you. And Dave, that was what he was doing with his comedy roast. He was doing a critical channel, looking at some of these nimble young nomads who are allegedly living in their vehicles, and he was doing a very funny comedic channel. And I am sure he's having the same problem that me and a lot of other YouTubers are having. That you cannot. Even though fair use allows you to use clips. YouTube says no. YouTube says it's our own little universe, and we say no. So yeah, we just have all had to adjust to it, and I've done okay. I've adjusted to it okay, but Dave 2D, I think, is still trying to figure things out. Carol West says Maddie Van Halen there in Nashville is the Nomad Valentine if she was 20 years younger. Why do I find you oddly compelling, Dave? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yes. I think, Maddie, if you're into prepping, if you're into survivalist stuff, Maddie would probably be a very good catch. Yeah. But again, if you're 20 years, I don't know, maybe he's into older women. Maybe that age difference won't matter. You could ask him. I'm Not Chuck says many of the panhandlers on corners have a dog with them. That is so true. You often see a nomad sitting there at the, by the Walmart or out on the street or whatever, and they always have a dog with them because that is, and it's true with, more people will connect to you if oh, look at that poor dog, it's going to go hungry if I don't give this man $10. That's very true, I'm Not Chuck. It makes them seem more deserving of a handout, I guess. Yeah, I think the psychology definitely is there. We were asking if they have President's Day in Canada, which is, what is that, the 15th? It's like the third Monday in February, President's Day for Washington and Lincoln. Kevin Cole says in Canada, the President's Day holiday is called Family Day because everyone wants to be stuck in the house all day with their families in the middle of winter. I was doing a drive-around video this morning, and I had some hand sanitizer that I left in my car. Leisure057 blank says, I read somewhere that you should not leave hand sanitizer in the car because the alcohol can catch on fire. I am sure that it is fine when it's just running into a store, but not for long periods. Don't know if that's true. I've never heard of that before. I don't know. I would imagine if it's summertime and your car is getting up to 150, 170 degrees, I don't know. Something would need to combust, wouldn't it? I don't know. Is that true? Does anybody know? I don't think that's a problem in the winter when it's cold. But, what about a bottle of vodka? What if you had a bottle of vodka that's obviously sealed? You don't want to be driving around with an open container in your car. That's against the law in many states. But, could that happen too? If it's in the summertime, can your booze just suddenly combust if it gets in the car and it's too hot? Let me know. Those hands look sore. You need to moisturize. Take care, Polly Petal from England. Thank you for your birthday card. Thank you. That was very nice of you. Polly, they're not very sore, but yeah. I do moisturize my hands now. I've got some cheapo moisturizer that I got at the Walmart. And yeah, when you got to wash your hands a lot, they do dry out, especially in the winter. Nomadic Valentine, Jason says, Mercedes is very attractive from the RV Odd Couple. Also, Roe from Fate Unbound. Both seem down to earth and normal. However, I can only look because I am a lucky guy with a beautiful wife. Rob says that I do not want to spend one day celebrating President's Day, yet I spend weeks celebrating my own birthday. Rob, that's right. Marty Ball says the only reason he watches the Nomads now is for a laugh. I used to think they were smart, shunning traditional responsibilities, but the reality is that 90% of them are weirdos, etc. He goes into what a weirdo is. We won't get into that. And the reason they have to constantly reiterate how great their life is because 75% of the time they're sitting alone in a tiny steel box. They're a good laugh 25% of the time. 50% of the time they're just boring and soul-sucking, and another 25% of the time they're infuriating. Well, he's got the percentages pretty right. Gene216 says traveling with dogs is rewarding but tough. Always new parasites and diseases and new ways to get into trouble. New vets that don't know your dog. Plus, that's what you deal with. We carry copies of Whiz's. I guess that's their dog. Gene's dog is Whiz. Whiz's medical records, but I don't think they always get read. Yeah. Well, it is true. You go into different parts of the country and there are different kinds of parasites. And if your dog is from Vermont and it may not be protected for the parasites down there in Arizona, and there are a lot of parasites down there in Arizona. Oh, yeah. Deb says, one rule I follow on YouTube and in life is never tell anyone to get over a particular passing away event, okay? A person or a pet. Everyone processes loss differently, and some people never step out of it. That's very true, Deb. And again, there's one thing about getting over. I don't think you ever really get over the loss of somebody. Your parents die. If you live old enough, your mom and your dad pass away, your grandparents, your friends do, you never get over it. But there is a way to work through that. Does losing a particular pet, a beloved dog, mean you'll never get another dog? It may very well be that way. I don't know. All right, everybody, that ought to do it for another round of letters for the 14th of February 2021. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. You have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Vlog under.